Okay, we're back 15 minutes later. Time for our first fold. So what we're gonna do is, usually I do this at the sink and I just do a trickle of warm water and wet my hand. But because demonstrating it, I'm just gonna put my hand in some water I just poured out here. You wanna wet your hand so that anything that's touching the dough is wet. And you can keep wetting it as if you start to feel the dough stick to you, you want to just take your hand out and wet it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have it kind of hand like this, close my fingers together, and then I'm going to reach under the dough and kind of start to loosen it from underneath. I'm going to then pull it up and then fold it kind of 3/4 of the way across. And then I'm gonna wet my hand again. Same thing now on this corner, reach under, get it from underneath, stretch it up, and then fold it across. Another time, stretch it up, fold it across. Wet my hand again. I have some excess dough on the side. I'm just moving that in. And you can see I'm starting to just fold it kind of more and more towards like the middle. Getting this other chunk here. Make sure I get it off the edge and the bottom. Stretching it up, folding it across. And now I kind of got 3 out of the 4 corners kind of folded towards the middle. And then I'm grabbing this last corner and I'm gonna reach underneath the dough, stretch it up a little bit, and then fold it across. I'm gonna do one more time. I usually do about 5 folds each time I do this one. So then I'm just gonna grab this corner, reach up, and then fold it over. So now kind of looks like that. And now I'm just gonna reach underneath the whole thing and then just flip it over on its back, and I'm gonna wet my hand again and then just tuck the edges underneath so it's a little bit more even. And then it's kind of in the middle. I'll show you what it should look like at the end after the first fold. It's gonna look like that. And then you're gonna, this was 20 minutes after we did the first mixing. We're gonna do one more fold in 15 minutes. We're gonna do the exact same thing. And then we're gonna do our final fold 15 minutes after that. And then we're gonna wait 2 to 3 hours. Usually I wait 3 hours from the initial mix time. So whenever you mix the final dough, 2 to 3 hours after that is when the dough is ready to be divided. So you don't have to do anything in the meantime after you do the 3 folds in the first hour. You kind of just let it go and it's going to rise by itself. The reason why we do the folds is because the folds develop layers inside the dough, and it develops what's called the gluten structure, which then allows, once the carbon dioxide from the yeast starts building up in the dough, it allows for that carbon dioxide to have tight spaces to go into and then expand. If you don't fold the dough, you'll get a lot of inconsistent bubbles in the dough, and the crumb won't be consistent, just because it doesn't have that kind of web-like structure to fill with gas from the yeast. Cool.